America Reads Fun Learning Activities. We are college students who create fun learning activities for kids. Our activities are focused on reading, writing, and math. My name is Rachel, and today's activity is all about procedures. Let's go over an overview of what this video will cover. Today we will learn what a procedure is, go through a routine of getting ready for bed and show each step of this routine. Then we will read a story about learning how to skateboard. Then describe the steps needed to skateboard. Materials you will need for today include something to write with, a blank piece of paper, or in the description below is an activity sheet that goes along with this video. And also something to color with, such as colored pencils. All right, have everything ready? Let's get started. Hello everyone at America Reads. Now, we are going to learn about routines and procedures. Do you ever have a routine or set of steps you take to do a task? For example, for me, when I brush my teeth, I first grab the toothbrush, then get the toothbrush wet with water. Third, I put toothpaste on the brush, and fourth, I brush my teeth. This is a set of steps I took in a specific order to complete the task of brushing my teeth. The order was in first, second, third, and then fourth. This is the idea of a procedure, which is defined as a series of steps that must be taken in order to do something. Let's look at an example of writing out a procedure using the routine of going to bed. Now, my routine for going to bed may be different than your routine. As I go through the steps of my routine, think about how your routine is different or similar. Let's brainstorm the steps we take to get ready for bed together. For me, the first thing I do for going to bed is to change into my pajamas. What is the first thing that you do? Amazing! That's the first step of your procedure. Now, for me, I then brush my teeth. Then I wash my face. And then I have to travel from the bathroom to my own room. And once I get to my room, I have to make sure I turn off the lights. And then I make my way over to my bed, get into bed, and fall asleep. These are the steps of my routine. And each step is the description of the procedure of going to bed for me. Your routine and procedure may be different than mine. That's totally okay. Now, let's go back and rephrase each step in our own words. We have, first, change into bedtime clothing. Second, brush teeth. Third, wash face. Fourth, travel from the bathroom to the bedroom. Fifth, turn off the lights. Sixth, get in bed and go to sleep. Are your steps of getting ready for bed similar? Are they different? Do you have more steps? Do you have less steps? These are all questions you can ask about procedures, especially if you are comparing one set of procedures to another. Amazing work! Now that we have an idea of what a procedure is, we will read a short story together about learning how to skateboard. As we read this story, we will find the steps of the procedure and list them out as first, second, and so on. The story is titled, How to Skateboard and is adapted from k5learning.org. Now, let's get started. How to skateboard. Skateboarding is exhilarating. You can move quickly and fly through the air. Before you can do amazing tricks in the air, though, you need to learn the basics of skateboarding and be prepared for a lot of trial and error. The first thing you need to do is get a skateboard. It's probably best to talk with a skateboarder to find a store that sells good quality skateboards, not just toys. Many skateboarders create their own setup, but for your first board, someone at the skate shop should be able to help you. A helmet, elbow pads, knee pads, wrist guards are important to get as well. It is better to wear all of those than to hurt yourself. Once you are ready to learn tricks, you might also need to buy some skate shoes. Then you'll need to find a place to skateboard. An empty parking lot with a safe adult around or your driveway are good places to start. Skate parks are popping up in many towns now, so try and find one near you. Wherever you go, though, make sure it's a place where skateboarding is allowed. Make sure that you're always wearing your protective gear and that there is an adult nearby in case you fall. Happy skateboarding! Amazing work reading that story! Now let's underline steps from the story for the procedure of learning how to skateboard. Here we have: the first thing you need to do is to get a skateboard. Then, a helmet is important as well. Then, a helmet, elbow pads, knee pads, and wrist guards are important to get as well. Why do you think it is important to get a helmet and pads before trying to skateboard? Great answer! One possible reason might be that they are important for safety. And so before trying to skateboard, those items are needed. Great work! Let's continue. Then you'll need to find a place to skateboard. Where might be a place where you can skateboard? For me, it would be an empty parking lot. Now, one last item in the article tells us that make sure that you're always wearing your protective gear and that there is an adult nearby in case you fall. Why would it be important to have an adult nearby when you practice? That's right, in case you fall. Great work, everyone. Now let's just go back to each item that we underlined and number them in the order of the steps that they need to be taken in. So we have the first thing you do is to get a skateboard. So we'll label this number 1. Then we have that you need protective gear. So we'll have 2. And then we need a place to find a skateboard. So that will be 3rd. And then finally, you have a final check that you are wearing your protective gear and that there is adult nearby, and so that will be 4th. Amazing work, everyone. Now that we know the steps from the short story, let's rephrase each step in our own words. So first, we buy a skateboard. Second, buy protective gear, which includes a helmet, knee pads, and shoulder pads. Third, find an open space that allows skateboarding. And 4, lastly, Before practicing, make sure there is an adult nearby in case you fall. Amazing work, everyone! Let's go review what we learned today. Today we learned that a procedure is a series of specific steps taken in order to complete a task. We learned how the routine of going to bed is made up of a set of steps. We read a story about learning how to skateboard and then described the steps to take when first learning how to skateboard. Thank you so much for learning with America Reads today. That is all for today's lesson. We hope you come back and learn some more. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below, like and subscribe to our channel, and we will be back with more videos soon.